Alright, now the episode begins with Yuno and Asta are still talking about how strong they actually get, in which Chami actually meeting Yuno since the Royal Capital battle arc, in which she actually met Sil for the first time, which she actually has a commence, a huge jealousy that she actually heard from that Asa is a guy that she used to sleep with, sleep with and bath with and study with since they're actually in the same church together, in which Finwall actually came, and that's when his brother Lingus, what I mean, yeah, Lingus is actually here, which he actually is the vice captain of the Golden Dawn, which Asa have never actually heard one before because he actually was ridiculed by Lingus, which he actually belittled them for being the black sheeps, in which Finwell first actually told Asa that he is alright to be made fun of, but he actually won't let nobody making fun of his crew. And that is when Young Ghost is actually here because he actually has the civilians inside of his his mucus snail, in which Linguist is actually doesn't want to help the civilians, but he actually say that there'll be a royal sacrifice, and that's actually downright cold. But that is when Asa decided to spring into action, which he actually has Finral and Charmy to help him, in which we actually see him do that with Charmy using her fluffy sheep cushion to catapult Asa, while Finwell using his spiral magic to move Asa to the top. Which instead of using his hands because they're too damaged, he used his mouth to hold his sword and slashing the mucus snail and then hitting Youngus, and that's when he defeated him. And that's how he actually fights his battles, in which we actually knew that Finral told Lang, sorry, Lingus is actually told him that the Black Bulls will beat the Golden Dawn. Meanwhile, at the top of the World Tree, we actually see Yami talking to Vangeance, who no, sorry, who actually told him that remove his mask, which we actually see him remove his mask, only to reveal that the top of his face right here was actually covered and would actually have a scar on it, a huge scar, and that's when we actually heard the story, similar to what Least actually told, which he actually born with this scar, which no magic cannot heal it. So he was actually adopted by a noble family after their loss of their era, in which around that time they were actually ridicule him for his scar, even though his magic was actually great, in which his adopted mother was brutally abusive to him. But then he actually met Julius, and he actually gave him the mask and make him a magic knight, which we all would have known that he actually is Leith, which we actually seen uh, Asta, Finral, and Chami returning to Yami, in which they're actually going to find a way to heal Asta's arm. Meanwhile, the Diamond forces are actually retreating, while Julius actually say that they might have actually came here for something. We might not know what it is. But then back in the Diamond Kingdom, we actually see Mars planning something big. So we're about to find out soon. Now, Vengeance's face actually has this part has the giant scar. Now, we actually saw how similar the two stories are actually alike, but Bench's story is actually how he was actually ridiculed by people, including his own family. So I cannot wait to see what's going to happen next episode. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment on what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and like my Facebook page. Until then, this is Emmy Guy here saying signing out. Laters!